Okay, here's a homework help video for the sixth graders. Their homework for tonight, they are to finish. Well, actually, we just started the chapter 1 review, but what I wanted them to do was the 1 through 7 right here, and it's the very beginning of the chapter review. Looks like it's on page 45, and I asked students if there's any problems that they wanted some help with. And one student said number 2, which kind of surprises me. Nevertheless, I'll do it. And then I wrote down some division problems right here that you can see, 1 through 8. And I asked if they wanted help with any of those, and they picked number 4 and number 8. So, anyways, let's do these together here, the ones that they ask for help with. So, number 2. I'm looking at it's 8,724, and it looks like we're subtracting 3,568, and so we can't take 8 from 4, so we have to borrow. The 2 becomes a 1, the 4 becomes a 14, and so 8 from 14, that's 4, that's going to be 6. So then we have 6 from 1, that's not going to work. We've got to borrow from the 7, 7 becomes a 6, the 1 becomes an 11, 6 from that would be 5, and then 5 from 6, 1 left over, 3 from 8 is 5, so there's your answer to number 2, 5,156, assuming I did that correctly. Next one that somebody wanted some help with was number 4. Let me move that down just a little bit so we can see it better. So number 4, what do we have here? We have 1,555.5, and that's being divided by 17. Well, so the first thing I asked myself, does 17 fit into 1? No, it does not. Does 17 fit into 15? It does not, but 17 does fit into 155. Of course, I'd have to figure out how many times it fits in there. Well, if I just do 10 times 17, that's going to be 170, which is bigger than 155, so that's not going to work. So the 10 times 17 is too much. So I don't know, how about 9 times 17? So let's do 17 times 9. That's going to be 153. So that's pretty close, 153. And I'm going to put a 9 right there. And where is my note? Okay, so we subtract, and that's going to be 2. And then I need to bring down the 5. Does 17 go into 25? It does. It goes in once. So I'm going to put a 17 here. I'm going to subtract. 17 from 25, that's going to be 8. Now, the decimal, what do we do with the decimal? You guys should remember that. The decimal goes straight up. That doesn't change. And so somebody's knocking on my door, but they're just going to have to wait. The decimal goes straight up. So now I bring down the 5. Does 17 go into 85? Yeah, I think it might. I don't know, 17. Let's do 17 times 5. Let's see what we get here. 5 times 7. That's 35. Put down the 5, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Look at that, 85, and we are done. And so how many times did that go in? I forgot already. It's 5 times. So 91.5 is the answer to number 4. All right. That was, it looked like it was going to be hard, but once we got going, it ended pretty quickly. And number 8 is another one I was asked about. Of course, they're asking me about the one with the decimals. So 3, 8, 2.5 divided by, again, 17. And I think I'm just going to carry this a little ways and let you guys figure it out. I'll get you started here. How many times does 17 go into 38? Well, what's 17 plus 17 equal? There's a 4, and that would be a 34. So it goes in twice. And I'm going to put a 34 right here, and I'm going to subtract, and there's 4 left over, and now I to bring down the 2. How many times does 17 go into 42? Well, 34, 44. Again, it's just going to be twice, because if I added another 17, it's going to be bigger than 42. So I'm going to subtract 34. And that becomes a 3 because we have to borrow, and that's going to be an 8. And again, what do we do with the decimal? The decimal goes straight up. Okay? And that's as far as I'm going to help. You guys should be able to figure it out from there. And don't forget to bring down the 5. And I will stop right there. So this is due tomorrow. Don't forget to do the rest of those problems. That would be the 1 through 7 in the book, and then, of course, the 1 through 8 that I've assigned you guys here. And I will see you tomorrow.